Peace, love, light, and respect to the family. Back again with another one, y'all. My energy is back up. Over the weekend, I had the crazy sinus issue, but by the grace of the Most High, I'm back on my feet. Anyways, scams is watching. So just like I talked about in my previous video, how NFTs get a bad rap by being associated with scams, tokenization and cryptocurrency in general has been associated with scams in the public mind thanks to, basically thanks to a lot of haters and people who don't really want to see the rise, or should I say the fall, of the traditional monetary system. But it's not just haters, right? I mean, the haters, they certainly do take the bad news and run with it. But like, for real, the crypto space is very much scammed out. So much so that the Federal Trade Commission, their reporting showed that the amount of money lost in crypto scams surpassed the amount of money lost in scams from any other payment type. And let me just show y'all what I'm talking about here. This is, This is the Federal Trade Commission's data and fraud reports by payment method year to date 2022. So I don't know how far back this goes, but this is, see right here, credit cards, 110 million loss, debit cards, 90 million loss, payment apps, I guess PayPal, stuff like that, 82 million loss, cryptocurrency, $728 million lost. And they surpassed bank transfers or payments, 703 million. But cryptocurrency, they've got the most money scammed out of all these different scammable payment methods or scam avenues for the scammers out there. I guess cryptocurrency is like, that's the way to go for all the scammers are going towards the cryptocurrency, because they like, oh, the door is open, it's easy over here. But yeah, the cryptocurrency, damn near $1 billion in fraud. Now, this does not help. Because, like I said, in the public mind, for people who are not in the crypto space, I'm talking about my mama, them, her co-workers, and people who are just generally not even like older generations, but even people my own age and younger who are just not into cryptocurrency yet. A lot of them already have it in their mind that it's not trustworthy. It can't be trusted. It's associated with scams. So people just kind of have like there's a negative perception about it. Crypto has bad PR right now. And this does not help. But I'm wondering, like, this 728 million, I wonder how much of that is from the exploits, just like the bridge exploit that we just saw, the Solana exploit, what was just 200 million exploited by hackers. So I'm wondering how much of this that the Federal Trade Commission has noted, how much of this is from hacks, because hackers can take a lot at one time. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at how the data is being framed here. You know what I'm saying? But, bottom line is the scams is out there, and you got to be careful with the scams. So this is an article. I'll leave a link for this in the description. And this is Axios. This is their crypto guide to scams. And it's something you should definitely read over. For the OGs that's been in the space for a while, you pretty much know how to handle yourself. But, for everybody else out there, you're getting into crypto. Just understand the space it's just full of bullshit. It really is. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of innovative technologies that are emerging. I'll leave a list for 15 of the projects that I think are really innovative and solid. I'll leave that in the description. But you just got to watch out because, you know, a lot of people, it's all about the hype and people don't do the research. Next thing you know, you're putting money into stuff and you end up losing your money. So I would say, first of all, try to follow smart people, try to follow smart conservative people. Don't be following people that's telling you huge, massive, to the moon. Anytime you see those YouTube titles and it's like, this is big, this is huge, this is going to go to the, 100x gains and, 10x, 20x, just big, big, big. Oh, it's crazy. Like, that's a big red flag. Don't follow people like that. You know what I mean? That people who are just gonna, blow smoke up your ass and and sell you a dream. So follow smart people, follow conservative people, follow intelligent people, follow reasonable people. And you have to determine that for yourself, because what's reasonable to me may not be reasonable to you. But don't get your crypto, don't get your financial advice from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And most of these people are not financial advisors anyway. I certainly am not. I will never tell you to invest in anything or buy anything. I will never tell you go get this, go get that. I only give you my opinion on what I see going on in the space. And anybody who tries to tell you that this is going to happen and that is going to happen, that's definitely a red flag, because nobody knows what's going to happen. You have analysts who make an assessment, and all they can give you is their assessment. But follow smart people, follow conservative people, take your time. Do not risk money do not risk what you cannot afford to lose. That means do not be playing with the rent money. Don't be playing with the car note money. Because see, another thing about the crypto space that people don't talk about is it's very you can start to get that rush that gamblers get. There's almost like a gambling aspect to this, and in traditional finance, traditional trading as well, at Wall Street. The rush and the excitement of winning. Some people get sucked into that. You don't want to get sucked into that. Be cool. Do not invest what you cannot afford to lose. That's a general principle that the Block Bully taught me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can check out the Block Bully in the description. Go check him out. Shout out to brother Amir. But don't invest what you cannot afford to lose. Don't be playing with your rent money. Don't be playing with your baby formula money. Take it easy. Be cool. Take your time with this. And watch out for scammers. So I'm going to go through this list real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's just breeze through it. Okay, everyone in crypto is at risk of getting scammed. Yes, we know that. Many malicious actors preying in the space. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're preying in the space, and you are the prey. Scammers, very innovative people, blah, 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 blah. So this is what they point out as scams, or just some obvious and common scams. And I'm sure there's many more. But Twitter giveaways, all fake. Stay away from them. Copycat websites. Scammers copy websites of buzzy things and try to trick overeager investors into sending them money. Lots of this happening during the ICO boom and NFT craziness. Copycat websites or these phishing scams. Be very careful when you visit a protocol before you connect your wallet. Read that little message that comes up in MetaMask or whatever wallet you use. Make sure you're paying attention, because sometimes you're moving money around and you're multitasking and you're doing stuff. You need to be paying attention, especially when you're moving a lot of money. Don't move a lot of money at one time. If you're moving it to a new wallet or a new place, move a little bit first. If you're moving $1,000, move 50 first, just to make sure that the transaction goes through. If it's your first time using it and you're just kind of getting your feet wet, move a little bit first and just make sure you got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted as far as your wallet addresses. Now with these copycat websites, you got to be careful that make sure the URL is correct. Make sure you go to the official website, because the scam people, they'll just change a letter in the URL, or they'll make a little subtle change, and then you go to the fake website and then you interact, you connect your wallet. Next thing you know, they got you for your money. The next thing on the list here is pump and dump. This is when influencers get lots of tokens cheap. They then drive up the interest in it and sell it when it ticks up some. In crypto, this works especially well because cheap can mean thousands of a penny. Pump and dump. So pump and dump is basically when they get some influencers. I've heard about this mostly through TikTok. Just getting a lot of hype build up around a coin. What was that one back not too long ago? Was it Safe Moon? I think Safe Moon may have been a pump and dump. But basically building up a lot of hype about a coin. If you remember the hype that was surrounding Dogecoin, before Dogecoin, burst into the top 20. But the pump and dump is when they get an influencer, maybe a celebrity, maybe some rapper, maybe some Instagram model. They get them to hype up the coin, bring it to your attention, make it, it's this cool new awesome thing. We all gonna make a lot of money. And then you buy into it. Everybody takes the bait, they buy into it. That drives up the price. The people who hold most of that token then sell, and price goes down and you're left holding the bag. So you want to be, I think the red flag with these pump and dumps is whenever you hear about these coins being promoted by influencers, go check out the project. Go to the website, find out what the project is, what the token is for. Is it a utility token? Utility meaning it has use. It has use in the project. What is the project for? What is the purpose of it? Who is the team behind it? When you look at the team, you can even go do your research on them. Who is this guy? Where did he work at before? Does he have a trail of lawsuits and scammy reports following him or her? So you want to make sure it's a legit project. Is this, the way I do it is this something that's going to change the world? Is this something that's going to help build out Web 3? And like I said, I've identified 15 of those projects that I think will. And like I said, I'll leave a comment. I'll leave those down in the description if you want to take a look. So yeah, those pump and dumps, be careful. Anytime you see a coin that you're interested in, go to the website, go look at their charts through TradeView or Livecoin, or any other website, CoinGecko, CoinDesk. Go look at their charts, see how they've been performing, look at the team behind them, see where they're headquartered at. Are they here in the States, or are they somewhere in Afghanistan somewhere? Look at the team, look at the people, and then get a sense of what the project's all about. What is it trying to do? What problem is it trying to solve? And Shaquille O'Neal says something very important, and I'm sure you've seen it online. He said he was listening to Jeff Bezos speak, and he said that Jeff Bezos said that he makes his investments based on, is it going to change people's lives? And I think that's a pretty good principle to have. Is it, how is this project, how is this technology going to transform industries, which is going to transform human behavior, and it's going to transform the global economy. Start looking at it from that perspective. That should help you avoid pump and dumps. Now that's not to say that there aren't some projects that are just especially ambitious, and you can pursue those if you like, but just be cautious. You may not want to bet the farm on stuff like that. But this is not financial advice. This is just me giving you my opinion about what I do to stay safe. Let's move on to the next one, the rug pull. So it says fake entrepreneurs find a large group of rubes and convince them they are building the new hotness. The new hotness. Okay, Axios. Okay. They breaking it down. Scams is watching. Okay, it says fake entrepreneurs find a large group of rubes and convince them they are building the new hotness, and only the very early community will get the best deal. Thirsty buyers put in money, and the fake entrepreneurs walk away with it. So the rug pull. And that's exactly like I was just talking about with those. I was talking about projects that are revolutionary, that are going to be world changing, that are truly innovative. Sometimes you have these scammers who can convince you that their project is all of that, is going to be this, incredible, revolutionary new thing. And, they convince people, get you on board, get you invested. You thinking, okay, yes, I'm gonna buy up all this coin, and then when it blow, my bag gonna drop and I'm out. And then once you invest, the project never happens, or it runs out of steam, it's abandoned. That's the good old fashioned rug pull. So you want to watch out for that. I think a good way to get a feel for if it's a good project is to kind of start looking at the community behind the project, through Discord, through Twitter, through the various websites, Medium, whatever that project may be using to communicate with its community, because right now community is everything. Community is huge. And the business world understands this. Like, I would probably say today, one of the best ways for your product to succeed is to build a community behind it, or to have a community behind it. But so look for longevity. You can look and see, when did this project start? When was the initial coin offering? When did their token first hit the market? Was it earlier this year, or was it in 2017? that could give you, look at the chart. The chart history will tell you that. So that'll give you a sense of how long it's been around. Again, look at the team. Always look at the team behind these projects, because you want to know what you're owning and why you're owning it. You want to know what you're investing in and why you're investing in it. And shout out to brother Eli, who says that all the time. He put me up on game. So watch out for the old rug pull. And then it goes on to say, be smart. Any opportunity that sounds really, really, really good is very likely too good. So that's just that whole, it's too good to be true. If they tell you, hey, you give us $1,000 and we're going to give you back 5,000. Don't, that's no, nothing works like that. Don't fall for it. Let's see what else we got here. So it says, okay. Let's read through this one. One green flag to look for. Has a new project paid for a security audit from a reputable firm that posted its findings? So that's a very good one to look for. That tells you if a project is serious. And they say a reputable firm, and I can't name one off the top of my head. I've heard about them, but that's something you want to check into as well. What else we got here? Okay, and then they just go into, they go into kind of basic stuff about handling your wallet. Basically, have your two-factor authentication, have your Google authenticator. Don't ever let your seed phrases, don't ever let that get into the wrong hands. Don't save it online anywhere, like in your email, or make sure it's not in the cloud somewhere. You write it old school, write it down on a piece of paper. I think it's very funny now that, like, with all the technology we have, the best security right now is writing it down on a piece of paper and, sticking it in your wallet, put it in your closet somewhere. Yeah, basically. So, remember, not your keys, not your crypto. So when you give custody of your assets to one of these centralized platforms, like Coinbase, for example, Celsius, Voyager, these centralized DeFi protocols, if that makes any sense. Is that an oxymoron? The Centrify, I guess it was. There's no such thing as centralized DeFi. When you give custody over, remember, your money, your assets are in someone else's hands. What else can I say? Don't risk what you can't afford to lose. Pay attention when you're transferring funds. Make sure you are reading those little messages in Firefox, because the scammers, they getting real slick with it. Scams is watching. What else can I say? Yeah, I think that's it. I'll leave it at that. But, you got to protect your neck out here. Watch yourself, protect your keys. You don't even need to let people know. Say if you got like a hardware wallet, you don't need to let people know about that. People are in your neighborhood or wherever, they don't really need to know about. You don't need to tell people you're investing like that, unless you're a part of those spaces where you're having conversations with other investors, other people in the space, and you're building with folks. But, generally keep your bag, very discreet and low key, you know. You don't want people to know you got 4 or 5 Bitcoin on your ledger wallet, sitting on your desk. Yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna holler at y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will holler. Peace.